into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State-Nittany Lions. Taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Syracuse Orange will go on offense first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Syracuse right back at it.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollack off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollack cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Here's the handoff. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Wilkins. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Good play call on defense. 3rd down in that situation, you're just playing a big zone. You want everybody having their eyes on the quarterback, playing in their areas, and you want them rallying to the football. As soon as that running back caught the ball, they all came screaming in. They were able to make the tackle and now set up 4th.
Into the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Averill. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Looking for a man, it's Kenzie. And they're not on the same page there. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him, and get in the backfield and make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Found the spot in the defense. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Looking to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Penn State! First score of the game goes up.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the 1st game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
7, Syracuse, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win it, David. They've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative and play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Wilkins. Forced out of the pocket. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down. The Orange will have to punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hands it off. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
I job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Still on his feet at the 35. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Averill. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Dropping back, it's Kinsey. Pressure coming. Escapes, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. He'll pull it on the read. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Syracuse right back at it.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. To throw, it's Wilkins. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Oh, man, that defensive back just hurled himself in there like a lightning bolt to get the quarterback.
And you see the speed, the closing speed to run.
And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Syracuse will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Catch in the middle. It's Fuller.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, we'll take that throw all day.
Making side adjustments here. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Got it in the middle. It's Denmark. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Fuller. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Nittany Lions are facing 3rd and inches. He wants to throw it again. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Snap to the back. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. on the move. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. To the air, it's Wilkins. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Syracuse right back at it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped. Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up his offense nicely. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Pocket breaking down. Snagged in the middle. It's Strickland. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
It's first down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Nittany Lions can really attack on this second and short. He leaves it with the back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense
turning it on. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Touchdown, Penn State! And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. On the run, it's Hill. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Takes the easy completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Quickly complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Buying some time. Throwing on the run. Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Going back to the well, another deep ball.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. RPO complete to open the drive. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. To the air is Wilkins. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Now on the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They'll move the tight end. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. toss sweep right. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Orange have the ball. And ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Scanning the field, it's Wilkins. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The Orange with a lot of work to do on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Orange will have to punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Give to the running back. There he goes. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Start with a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Quarterback on the keeper. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Wilkins. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. He saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here. And now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing at each and every play here in the fourth quarter.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't. All the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. To the ground with the back. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The toss sweep to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Strickland. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Breaks into the open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Rides it and reads it. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense trying to take it back. The 50. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal, not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds us back in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Yeah, and that's a great job by this offense. And I'll tell you what, fourth quarter, you have the lead. That's exactly what you want to do. Lean on these guys, run the football, eat that clock.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
A first down for the offense. And as the quarterback takes a knee, that clock keeps dwindling away, now under a minute to play. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be